fans, space fans, absurdity fans, ice cream fans. So I left a couple of comments on one of the let's all suit up and travel at the speed of light pages, right? And apparently there's something wrong with my IQ. Right, first of all, I'm not gonna contest that because I'd be biased, wouldn't I? I wouldn't be objective, even though I'm very objective when it comes to my IQ. But what we have here, right? La vida de Einstein. Einstein, el profesor, okay? Now, first of all, I feel that I'm very well grounded, okay? I'm not here to talk about travel at the speed of light without the L, because that would be an absurdity, and it's still an absurdity with the L, quite frankly. So we've got travel at the speed of light, space-time continuum, gravity distorts space-time, wormholes. Aunt Nellie hardly ages when she's travelling at the speed of light, but Uncle Charlie did age when Auntie Nellie came back, and he was very unhappy about the whole thing, because there she was looking pristine, and Uncle Charlie was 90 years old. These are absurdities, right? The amount of people arguing about, yeah, if you travel at the speed of light, when you come back, you won't have aged. And, for crying out loud, people, what is wrong with you? None of this has been proven, right? This is gravity. That's it. There's no space-time continuum. There's no bending of the fabric of space and time. People, you need to start seriously thinking about what you're arguing about. And when I say anything on one of these pages, right, believe you me, don't take me seriously. All right, because it isn't to be taken seriously. Do you know what this reminds me of? Ancient aliens. Remember the ancient aliens? Soon got rid of that. Far out. People talking about this stuff like it's real, right? It's not real. It's not real. None of it has ever been proven. And all this atomic clock, some atomic clock did laps of the planet while the other atomic clock was trapped in some basement, and then they compared the thingies and one of them was out by, for crying out loud. What is wrong with people? What is wrong with people? You're arguing about this stuff like it's going to affect you. The only reason it's ever going to affect people is because they're not concentrating on the things that matter. That's why it's affecting people. It's absurdities, right? Before I do my little speed of light demo, listen to this. A claim for Einstein, a life, okay? Dennis Bryan's convincing picture only makes our wonder grow at Einstein's sublime achievements. The Washington Post does much to reveal the man behind the image. Bryan's intimate work proves that in literature, as in science, taking a careful look can be a rewarding endeavour. That's from Detroit Free Press. A fascinating, vastly enjoyable, deeply researched and fair account of Einstein the man. That's from the Physics World. Exhaustively researched, almost obsessively detailed, written with unobtrusive informality. The book is exemplary as a record of Einstein's personal and professional life. That's from The Spectator in the UK. An utterly fascinating life of a great scientist, full of new insights and very readable. Full of new insights. Full of new insights. Copyright 1996. Full of new insights. So it seems like the further we get away from the geezer, the more information we have all of a sudden. It's like the further away the planets are, the more we know about them. The further away we get from something happening, like 2,000 years ago, the more we suddenly know. How does that work? I know how it works. What else do we have? A fascinating read with more interesting material about Einstein as a human being than I have ever seen before. Once I started it, I couldn't put it down. Robert Jastroy, astrophysicist and best-selling author. A thoughtful and captivating account of one whom I had the joy of knowing and loving. That was from George Wald. Anyway, now, why is it that the further away we get from these people, the more information we have about them? The further we get away, I'm like Tycho Brahe. I did some investigative science, but I couldn't upload it on YouTube. It was 2 hours, right? I'm going to trace it down into something like 15 to 20 minutes, but this is exactly what we're talking about. The further we get away from these people, Copernicus, Galileo, Brahe, Kepler, Snell, and you, Lagrange, we need to talk. The more we know about them, the more alleged facts are appearing out of nowhere. Why is that? I'll tell you why it is. No, I won't. It's really quite simple. What I said about the speed of light, right? So we've got we know this is planet Earth because it's blue. We're going to go to Proxima Centauri, okay? We're going to go to Proxima Centauri. Right? It's a star system. It's the closest star system to us after our star. And it's approximately 4.2 light years away. Alright? 4.2 light years away from us, right? Now, what does a light year mean? A light year. The argument, apparently my IQ is a bit squiffy because I don't even know why. Listen, a light year, a beam of light, right? A light year. I shoot this beam and I stay here for 1 year pointing this beam. This time next year, that beam will have travelled 1 light year. It's a distance and it's a time. Agreed, right? Because it takes 1 year for light to travel a certain amount of kilometres. So it's a distance and it's a time. So where, what would you put on a speedo of a rocket? Like how many kilometres per hour? Or, we've been travelling for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, right? There is 10 trillion kilometres. 10 trillion kilometres, right? A light year is, give or take, 10 trillion kilometres. Alright, 12 zeros. A light year. Right? Proxima Centauri is approximately 40.1 trillion light years. So Proxima Centauri is 40 trillion, 1 billion, right? Light years away. So, at the speed of light, it will take 4.2 years to travel 4.2 light years away, all right? That's 40 trillion kilometers. Now listen. This is all an absurdity. None of this has ever been proven. Everybody's caught up in this illusion again that, space travel, God, they can't even get to the moon. Jeez. Far out. And the people, yes, they did. They didn't. Right. We've got Bobby and Billy. Twins. The job opportunity comes up for Bobby. They're both 20 years old. Right? Because they're twins. one plopped out straight after the other, okay? Mum's doing well. Bobby gets a job opportunity. He gets a call from a space agency. Bobby, listen, you're 20 years old. Would you like to go to Proxima Centauri? We've got the rocket fueled up. You're going to be traveling at the speed of light to Proxima Centauri. Oh, how long will I be gone for? Well, 4.2 light years away. You're going to be traveling at the speed of light, so it's going to take you 4.2 years to get to Proxima Centauri. Bobby tells Billy over dinner. Billy's not too happy. Will you age? You heard the rumours about I'll age, but you won't because you're... Bobby doesn't know about all this. Like he says, I'll find out for you. Anyway, the day comes. It's 2023, right? Bobby's 20, Billy's 20. Cut a long story short, Bobby jumps in the rocket, right, and travels to Proxima Centauri at the speed of light, right? It takes him 4.2 years traveling at the speed of light, okay? So when Bobby arrives here, right, 4.2 years have passed, right? Now, Billy, still on planet Earth, is now 24.2 years old because 4.2 years have passed. Billy, sorry, is 24.2 years old. Why would he not be 24.2? Why would he not have aged 4.2 years if his twin brother Bobby has just travelled for 4.2 years at the speed of light, okay? So Bobby gets to Proxima Centauri, right? Proxima Centauri after 4.2 years of travelling at the speed of light. So now Bobby is 24. He's 24.2, isn't he? So he gets there, gets out, looks for a Starbucks or a Macca's, but there isn't any there obviously. And he's been travelling 4.2 years at the speed of light. So he's like, well, okay, this is cool. I've been travelling for 4.2 years. I am now 24.2. Right, I'm going to go back because I'm missing my twin brother, Billy. So he jumps in the rocket ship. Right? And boots it back. Only stayed for a day, not even a day. Nothing to do at Proxima Centauri. He gets back to Earth, right? Lands. There's a big cakes and hurrahs and candles and everybody's joyous and party poppers, right? Now, it took him another 4.2 years of travelling at the speed of light to get back. So now, Billy, who stayed, didn't go anywhere, would now be 28.4 years old. And Bobby, who'd been travelling for 8.4 years at the speed of light, is also 28.4 years old. Now, why exactly do they keep saying that Bobby in the rocket travelling at the speed of light will not age as much? What is that, right? Where does that come from? Oh, is it, what's his name's relativity? Why? Where does this come from? Where's this breaking down of the space-time continuum because you're travelling at the speed of light? Still got questions about the speed of light because it was definitely nothing to do with Olaus Roma in 1676 with a telescope, was it? Because it doesn't compute. So, apparently there's something wrong with my IQ because I did something like this a while back. I don't understand where this whole you don't age as much as the people on Earth if you travel. Nobody's going to be traveling at the speed of light. You people are caught up in an illusion again, right? You're caught up in all of these wormholes and gizmos and gadgets and they're just throwing this stuff. You've got alien abductions, you've got this, the list goes on. Ancient aliens. People need to get your head back on the ground, right? And start focusing on things that matter. Because this is an absurdity. What I can't believe is that I write this. This is never going to happen, right? So I do something like this, and then people go, no, you're wrong. He won't age. Well, Bobby, he'll come back and he'll only be 23. What are you talking about? It's hypothetical. It's just a load of horseradish, okay? So, I slept through tonight, so I'm back on form. So today, we're going to take a good look at Lagrange later on today. So I hope my IQ comes out intact. Bloody absurdities. What's wrong with people? God.